Hey guys, it's Cam here from the Big Thonk Podcast. This is just an audio clip of me and Jason having a stupid conversation during a test recording. I found it pretty entertaining and I hope y'all enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe.
This is the last test of the fitness pacer exam that will determine whether or not
Get a little
the
bit
first
closer.
aid kits of the astronauts going to the refrigerator under...
Do astronauts have refrigerators?
They're still people, dude. They like just because you're not in space doesn't make you not an astronaut.
Not what I meant. I meant like astronauts in space. Do they have refrigerators?
I mean, like, probably. I mean, I'm pretty... Like, outside is a refrigerator.
No.
Yeah.
All their food is dust, isn't it?
Well, like, kind of.
It's like dehydrated.
Yeah, it's so it's usually like this, like, paste stuff. So it's like very, yeah, I don't know. I could not be an astronaut. It's like I would only use space travel commercially.
There we go. I was about to say you're the guy over here. Oh, I want to go to Mars. I want to be one of the first people on Mars.
Well, yeah, like I would want to go to Mars. I know I'm not probably gonna be like one of the founders of Mars, right? But I would like to go there.
Question: what defines an astronaut?
What defines an astronaut?
Because you think of an astronaut, do they have a specific job, or is it just somebody that goes off into space?
I'm pretty sure an astronaut is like you have to. That's like a career path. Like, so if you're just going into space, it's like saying Columbus was an explorer because he went to the Americas, but somebody in Europe who went to the Americas now is not considered an explorer.
Okay, you made a point.
It's like career versus commercial availability. Like, everything eventually becomes commercial.
But okay, then what's going to define an astronaut after someone because technically, we don't have as many explorers today because a lot of the world's been explored.
Well, so here's the thing, though.
What's going to define an astronaut after space becomes commercial? Is it someone that experiments in space, or are they just a space engineer? Or
I mean, just because space travel becomes commercial, space will never become commercial. That's the difference between explorers, and there are still explorers because there are still a lot of areas on planet Earth that are not discovered, uninhabited. They're just hard to get to. Most of the Amazon rainforest completely untouched.
Did you hear about those native tribes in the Amazon rainforest
that the ancient civilizations?
Yeah, that are still there. You know about them?
For the which ones?
I don't know. I remember reading an article on this a while ago, and it was the Amazon rainforest is so thick that, like, there's since there's parts of it that we haven't explored, there are still civilizations there that have not been exposed to, like, outside technology.
Well, yeah, so the one that I saw was the fact that there is
1 second. We are the vape.
So the one that I saw was basically there was this ancient civilization in the Amazon rainforest, grew giant cities, right? Housed millions of people, and Amazon, like...
Wait, how long ago are we talking here?
Is this stuff has, like, some of their findings, some of, like, their excavations, one in particular dates humans being in the Americas prior to basically
The land bridge?
around Mesopotamian times.
Okay, a fancy word. Give it to me in a simpler form.
Um, so you know how there was the Indians who first came to the Americas, right?
Yeah, through the Russian land bridge thing.
Yeah. So there was a specific name for that action. I forgot what it was, but basically that is what was to believe the first time that the humans came to America, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we're finding evidence of humans way before that. And
So there were humans on the American continents before the land bridge thing, and then people coming over from Asia,
Yeah.
what we call the natives now.
yeah, so basically there's a whole like undiscovered timeline of the Americas. And it's all tied to the Amazon rainforest because there's these giant cities that have these farms. When you think of the Amazon rainforest, you like there's a lot of plants and stuff, but the soil isn't really fertile. You can't really grow anything out of it. It's more
Like
so used
farm-wise?
Yeah, farm wise. It's like more so just dead soil. Because I mean it's constantly growing things, so like there's nothing in it. And so what this civilization discovered how to do was they created this soil, right? We have no idea how they created it, right? Cannot replicate it. But if you take a handful of the soil and apply it to dead soil, it makes the whole entire thing healthy.
What you're talking about here is like, what was that stuff in Minecraft? The purple dirt? Mycelium shit.
Yeah, so it was really really good.
Not some good dirt.
And to think about they created something that we don't understand. Humans created something that we don't understand. Like, can you think of anything else that exists like that? Like a scientific discovery that we can't replicate? That's how advanced they were as a civilization.
Okay, so they were good at botany.
Well, like, who knows what else? Because the way that I think about it is, imagine if humans just went through a different timeline. Imagine if instead of humans going through the whole entire European route, they actually had an uprising in the Americas.
Oh, so you're talking
throughout that throughout all of human history, right? We thought we were just in the like the majority of the human history. We thought we were just from Africa and
spread into Europe,
and the European countries, and then the Asian countries. That's where we thought we were, but now it shows that there's an entire history book on human civilization that we have no idea about.
So you're practically talking about if you were to take a visual novel, instead of going the European route, you take the North American to South American route.
Like imagine if instead of humans just evolving in Europe, they evolved in the Americas. And honestly, like,
does that mean Russians wouldn't exist?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great for the world in general.
Man, I was actually watching, or not watching, I was listening to the Hardcore Henry's podcast about the Destroyer of Worlds. Basically, it was a 3 or like 4 hour long podcast about nuclear bombs, and it was a huge what?
Wait, You thought Russian and you went to nuclear bombs?
Well, yeah, because I mean, like,
I thought Russian and I went to vodka and terrible dash cam vids.
well, I mean, Russia does have a big connection with nuclear bombs. I mean, like, the Cold War is such a pivotal part in human history.
I'd argue that Putin being shirtless on a giant grizzly. Have you seen pictures like that of Putin?
Yeah.
He's like riding a majestic horse, or like he's swimming. He's always shirtless. I feel like that's more pivotal than the whole entire.
Stalin was an absolute monster. He absolutely was he was hell-bent and crazy.
Wait, when was he was he dictator during World War II?
Yeah, he was dictator during World War II, and then basically Hitler betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and attacked him, right? Because Hitler and Stalin were actually on the same team at one point, but then Hitler attacked Stalin, and so then Stalin or Russia felt, vulnerable.
Betrayal.
And so that's why they got like super communist crazy, and that's why Stalin was crazy as hell. Yeah, Stalin was fucking nuts.
But he believed in women's rights to fight in the army or military.
Honestly, like, the biggest problem, I think if Stalin was in the American seat, Stalin would have bombed Russia. Like, that's how crazy he is.
So if you're saying like what Stalin, if Stalin was the president, he'd want to bomb Russia.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that throughout all of Russia had Russia was boasting about all their nuclear bombs that they were creating, right? To say like, oh, we are on par with America, who is this new like super weapons superpower. And so basically Russia is trying to say, hey, America, you can't just say whatever you want. You can't just tell us what to do, because we have nuclear bombs too. Now, they don't exactly have a way to deliver those bombs.
They don't?
No, they don't have the methods to deliver those bombs for a long time.
Plane?
How? Like you're just gonna fly a plane, not get shot down the entire way to the Americas?
We did it to Japan.
From Russia?
We did it to Japan twice.
So the reason we were able to do it to Japan was because we were able to get bases on closer to Japan.
Oh, because of aircraft carriers, bro.
Well, no, we actually seized land.
No. I like to think we just flew the nukes right off the aircraft carrier with a giant American flag on the side.
And really, the main reason why they didn't have aircraft carriers during that point was mainly due to resources. Like, think about it, like a giant boat that holds planes.
I mean, they had aircraft carriers during World War II. That's how we fought Japan a lot. That's where our aircraft carriers were, because I know we had them during. This is so fucking weird. It's like they're kind of irrelevant now, a little bit, because the reason we had aircraft carriers back then was because, the planes could only fly so far so quickly, but now plane technology is like the fuel's becoming so efficient, and you just really don't need them anymore.
Yeah, I mean, planes go around the world, all the time.
Yeah, I wonder what the fucking do they jack up the taxes to make those things? You gotta imagine I remember only hearing there's only single digits or barely double digits the number of aircraft carriers in the world. Like, there's more nukes than aircraft carriers.
Yeah. So you're talking about like just the ships in general, like
The big long boys, dude.
yeah.
The long boys with a runway.
I mean, I guess there's no reason for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you could repurpose them commercially, if it ever got to that point.
Giant vacation ship.
Dude,
What the fuck are you gonna do with a giant flat deck?
Okay. It's you learn how to fly planes on this party ship, and you just get to fly around the planes.
That just sounds so dangerous.
Bro, it's gonna be fucking spring break.
Coachella with an aircraft
Yeah.
carrier.